Hi guys, welcome back to TR's Tarot Talk 1111. My name is Tracy. If you're new here, welcome in. If this reading resonates with you and you'd like to join the team, I call it my tribe, my love tribe over here, then consider hitting that subscribe button, the thumbs up, and drop me a comment letting me know that you're new and whether or not the reading resonated with you. We're always looking for new viewers that, are kind of on this journey of trying to be in the best kind of relationship we can possibly manifest, I guess. So this is a relationship reading, and it's not for singles. It's for people who have someone on their heart and mind already. So if you're completely single as a Pringle and you're not longing for or missing or trying to work things through with someone, you might want to check out some of my pick-a-pile readings. I've been on YouTube for quite a few years, and there's lots of content that you can check out, and they're all timeless readings. So today's reading is for Aquarius, by the way. I want to say thank you to my returning viewers. Thank you so much for being here and for really supporting me. The last couple of years has been kind of difficult for me. A lot of deaths, a lot of moves, a lot of changes. And so I haven't been as consistent on my channel as I used to be, and that's done and over with. I have some heavy placements in Aries right now, and going to be. I'm getting ready to have my second Saturn return. And so I really feel motivated to take advantage of the energy that I'm going to have available to me. So anyhow, I'm a little bit all over the place because I've been channeling all freaking day. I've been trying to get these zodiacs done and up in time, and today is the 2nd. I wanted to have them up yesterday, but I have 2 more to do. And I have an appointment today, so I am setting a timer for 45 minutes and going to try to stick to it because some of these readings have been an hour, hour and a half long, and I really need to learn how to keep them a little bit tighter. So this is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and all cross watchers. Sorry about the sloppy intro, but we're going to get into it. I'm going to do the past, the present, and the future energy, and this tells your story with this person. What's already happened, what's currently happening, and what might happen in the future. If it resonates with you, it's your story. If it doesn't resonate with you, then it could be your person's story if you're a cross watcher. Energies can shift, but it has to resonate some way in the first portion of this reading. If it doesn't, then go check out your rising, your Venus, or your moon, your rising, your Venus, or cross watch your person's sign. All right, so we're going to get into this because I said I wasn't going to ramble, and I'm already rambling. All right, Spirit, for the sign of Aquarius, I want to say a quick prayer. Dear Mother, Father, God, please come into this space and bless it. Make it holy ground. Surround us in the white light of love and protection, and cast my ego to the outside so I may be a clear channel for spirit messages. Cast my viewers' ego to the outside so they may be a clear receiver of spirit messages. We ask that it be, and so it is. We welcome in both of our spirit teams and even the spirit team of our person on our heart and mind in order to get these clear, concise messages. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Also, if you'd like to book, remember this is a collective reading. So I'm reading for many people. It's not going to be a personal reading. If you'd like a personal reading, you can get a mini free one if you donate to the channel. There's a wish list, an Amazon wish list. Or if you want to purchase a reading, there are options in the description box below, along with my Patreon and many other things I offer. So please don't be shy. Go check it out. Now we're going to get into the reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Aquarius in the month of May. Cross watchers are welcome. I'm going to be reading this from the viewer's point of view, but you need to put yourself where the story fits. All right. What happened in the past, Spirit, for Aquarius and their person, or my viewer and their person? What happened in the past? Ooh, ouch. I felt that one as it went down. So we'll just, I'm going to wait. I'm not going to channel just yet. What is the current energy of this connection? That wanted to come out. What is the current energy? Nope, Spirit said don't take that one. Current energy. Look at the decisions. I'm telling you, whatever the hell is going on in the planetary alignments right now, the entire collective is starting to get clear on, or looking for clarity in relationships, and really trying to figure out what to do. What is the future potential? Oh. Well, my gosh, I'm telling you, there are two cards. Now, you didn't get one of them, but there are two cards that have been so dominant in all of the zodiacs, and it's the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. You don't have the Nine of Pentacles yet, but I can clearly see that in the past, there was a breakup, there was heartbreak, there was an ending, a painful ending. It could have been with your person, or you could have experienced pain and hardship and endings in another relationship. Oh my God, my neighbor across the street, it's a bunch of young 20-somethings, and they've got the loudest muffler on their car, and they play music at 3 o'clock in the morning, and all you hear is boom, 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 boom. And I love music, but I can't even hear the music. All I can hear is the bass. And I just moved here, and I'm like, listen, I love everything about this place, but these people across the street need to rein in just a little bit. All right, that might have significance for somebody. I don't know. But what I'm channeling here is I feel like either you, my viewer, experienced painful endings with lots of relationships or one particular relationship, and you're trying to move forward. You're trying to somebody, because I look at pages as messengers, you know, maybe somebody new came in, or maybe the past comes knocking again, right? Hello, is it really over? Can I bring this little pentacle and plant a seed for the future? Can we move it into calmer waters? Can we heal this? If it's not the same person returning in the past, then this is a new opportunity. New opportunity. It could be because of this over here. Oh, I'm not really getting that, but because I wanted to say it, maybe one person, maybe there was financial difficulties for your person. Or for you. But I'm not really feeling that for very many of you, I'll be honest. What I'm really feeling is that, you know, somebody could be returning. I'm going to have to clarify because I'm getting lots of messages. I'm getting like, oh, this is just a little page with a little seed. And I don't know, in the future, somebody in this relationship is looking for more than this. They're looking for the whole there's a word that wants to come through and it's not coming through. The whole chalupa. I don't know. It's a Mexican food. I'm hearing it, but I'm not hearing it. The whole deal. But it does feel like a reconciliation is on the table for some of you. I mean, here's this offer, this message of wanting to make things better, wanting a new beginning, offering partnership. But we have twos, we have a decision. This could, I'm feeling like this could be a conversation. I don't know why. I just channel energy. It's like this person in the future, you know, you get together, you maybe go dancing, have a few drinks, and they tell you the story of why it ended. I walked away because of a job or a career opportunity. For some of you, when I see the Ten of Pentacles, it's a marriage card for me, personally. Doesn't have to be. We will clarify this. This person might have needed to leave or is leaving a solid marriage commitment. Because I got the Four of Wands, that's also a marriage card for me. Home, family. But we have two tens, we have an ace, and we have this page holding the Ace of Pentacles. Normally I read this as actions, like, oh, I'm going to leave to go find somebody who's committed, somebody who wants commitment, somebody who wants to longevity and stability and, you know, family. But for somebody watching this, this is an excuse. This is, well, this is the story. This is why I left. This is what I had to do. And now we're here. I'm hearing reunited and it feels so good. I realize that you're my person. I couldn't see it before. Seriously, on camera, my dog just let loose the biggest fart. I am so sorry. I'm not starting this video over again. Let's get into clarifying because it's not real clear to me yet. I don't have my clarity yet on what's really going on in this situation. Bindi, what did you eat? She's laying right at my feet and broke wind. I wonder if it's on camera, if you could hear it. All right, clear your energy, Tracy. Spirit, we are asking for clarity. I need to know the real story. What's the real story here? This could be about money. About wanting to, you know, I left because I had opportunity. Or it could be a marriage, you know, this ended and I left because I was married, committed. in another situation. Well, let's just get to the bottom of it. Why is the Ten of Swords here? Clear, concise messages for my viewer about the past. In the month of May, the Ten of Swords. Why is it here? We have the Seven of Wands. I need one more. Why the Seven of Wands? The Hermit. Whew. By now I usually have the story, but this is kind of, I think there's going to be a lot of Aquariuses watching this because I'm getting a barrage of energy. Many different timelines and stories are coming through. For some of you, it was too hard. It was too much. It's like I was always defensive, or maybe your person was defensive. Maybe this person protected themselves because they had a fear of commitment. You know, maybe they wanted to be alone. Maybe they thought going alone would be better. Maybe they wanted to move away to pursue their dream or calling. Four of Wands again. It has something to do with a relationship or a home situation. Clarify the Ten of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Hermit. Make it make sense for me, Spirit. Queen of Cups. All right, I'm going to have to go on and clarify this other stuff and see how the story comes out because, you know, these don't seem to be telling me a story. But both of these people have their head bowed in reflection. Why the Seven of Wands? Make this make sense, please. Why the Seven of Wands? Eight of Swords. The Ten of Pentacles. There's a story here. It's just not coming into view yet for me. And it's funny because this person's wearing a blindfold and this person's wearing a blindfold. And so maybe that's part of the reading. Maybe, you know, it was a painful ending, but you don't know why. Maybe you don't know why. Maybe you've thought about it. Maybe you've gone within and spent time alone looking at it, wondering about it. Again, Eight of Cups with the Ten of Pentacles. Somebody needs to leave a marriage or has left a marriage or at least a commitment. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles. Emperor. Three of Cups. Again. Listen, I read for twin flames, and I've been getting a lot of emperors and empresses, and I'm just wondering if the divine masculine isn't finally stepping up. Because they've spent a lot of time alone and they've experienced this painful ending from their Queen of Cups. I don't know. Let's just get to it. But we're getting repeat messages, which is telling me that we're here. We're here where we're supposed to be. Yeah, we're where we're supposed to be. What you don't see is the reason. My God. Show me what I need to know. So I'm not really certain what happened here. I'm really not. But what I am certain about is that somebody here wants reconciliation. At least they want to be friends. But with the Two of Cups, I would say this is like they're reaching out. They're asking you to meet them, go to lunch, have a drink, be friends. Let's hang out. Because they want to kind of step up and make something right from this past here. But I'm not understanding what this past is. I understand that it was painful. I understand that somebody was defensive, protecting themselves. I understand that it was a spiritual lesson. It made them reflect. They had to reflect on this. They had to heal because of this. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. I don't know if we're all in view here. I'm kind of migrating down too far, I think. Let me look. Is everything in there? Yep, everything's there. Let's move these a little closer. All right. I need to know about this Queen of Cups. I need to know about this Queen of Cups. Who is she? All right, all right, all right. All right. Too many, but I did look at them, so I'm going to see if they come out again. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. Why is the Queen of Cups here? King of Swords. That was more neat. That was more definitive. Again with the Four of Wands. So this is Aquarius energy, King of Swords. I mean, it's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Tell me about the King and Queen. What's the story? Oh, see, there is. I think there's more than one person here. I think in the past, somebody ended this relationship because there was another option. Possibly a marriage. Maybe children involved. I mean, we have two queens and a king. And somebody feeling stuck, somebody not knowing what to do, somebody needing to make a decision, a choice. And I think they made the choice and they chose between their options, and maybe they're returning. coming back again. Maybe they realized, going within, they realized this could be an apology. This could be this person coming back and saying, hey, listen, I'm sorry I hurt you. I'm sorry that, you know, I didn't choose you. I'm sorry. It was a tough decision to make. I didn't know what to do. Maybe they're friend zoning you. Maybe they're saying, you know, I had to do the right thing. I had to be responsible. But I don't want to lose our friendship. I don't want to lose what we had. It feels like an apology, like a reconciliation, like, you know, talking about, oh, and we got the Eight of Swords here too, I forgot. It feels like whatever happened in the past, this person thought it was the right thing to do. They thought it was the right thing to do, but maybe it's over. Maybe they're telling you, you know, it's over. I left. Now I would like to reconcile with you. You know, is there a chance? Would you consider it? Leaving you was the hardest thing I ever did. Tell me about the Three of Cups. Clarify the Three of Cups. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. For some of you, this person left you for greener pastures. Maybe they were the kind of person that, you know, had karmic lessons to learn. That's why there was a lesson to be learned that made this person reflect, think. Maybe they're alone now, or maybe they fought for somebody else and then ended up alone. But this is like destined, you know, this reconnection, this, even if it's just a friend, it's kind of like they're coming in and saying, I know I did you wrong. I know I hurt you. I know that, and I want to do the right thing, but maybe they are still married and they're saying we can only be friends until, you know, the right moment, the right time. I'm still trying to make the decision on to leave. Maybe this Page of Pentacles comes in out of the blue. Feeling guilty because they left for something better, or for a marriage, or I had to make a call. This person feels like they're stuck, feeling guilt, maybe. I've never read like this before, but it feels like an apology. Or telling the story. You know, maybe this person left unexpectedly or out of the blue, or maybe you never had closure. Maybe you never got to talk about it. And this is this person saying, I had responsibilities. I could only be friends. I really wanted this to be more. Had to do what I had to do. If they're still married, they're saying, you know, I have responsibilities. We can only be friends, but I have feelings for you. If I could, I would choose you. But to choose you, I'd have to walk away from something I've built. If this was about a job or career move, this is about, you know, my destiny. I had to pursue my destiny. You know, sometimes I'm thinking, you know, like young romances in a small hick town, and one of the either the masculine, feels like the masculine, had a dream. You know, I want to go where the big city lights are. I have a dream, a destiny, something I want to create. Maybe they came back home, they're visiting, they're married now, have children. They're saying, listen, can we talk? I want to tell you what happened. I want to tell you why. This may be a very specific message for only one or two of you. I wanted to say one of two of you. That's weird. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune in the past. This is past energy. It's like I think this person was young and impulsive, and they're sorry they broke your heart. There could be a third-party situation with a wife. They might have promised you that they were going to marry you, but then they left. Why the Knight of Wands? That's player energy. It's unstable energy. I get this feeling that this person either needs to become single and is trying to make the decision. This feels like it's not that far in the past. I feel like this here was a little further in the past. This is more like what we're just coming toward. Like this is where we're at, but this is transitioning into the next story. This is more recent, yet still past. This person feels like they're telling you, you know, well, I'm sorry I hurt you. I'm sorry I did this. I needed to be alone. I had to pursue my dream. I had to, or there was another person and I had to choose between the two of you. And I made that choice and it didn't work out. It feels like it didn't work out. And now here I am, I'm alone again, and I'm going back over my life, and I'm realizing that, you know, I'd like to maybe reconcile and try again with you. I'm looking to the future. This person could have recently become single, or you did. Looking at the future, trying to decide. Wondering. They're actually seeing things different. Like here, they're not seeing things very clearly, but as they sit with their feelings and sit with their decisions, they're realizing they really do want to heal the past. They could rush in with the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. This could be sudden movement. I got to strike while the iron's hot. I got to get this off my chest. I had that strength card there. This is like, you know, it's taking courage for this person to speak their truth, to admit they were wrong, to tell you the truth. But it feels like it's starting off casual. It's small. Page of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. Yeah, the World. Something's changed for this person. Something's ended. And I do think it could have been. Maybe they were young and dumb and full of you-know-what. And they just were kind of chasing butterflies, chasing beauty, chasing... Maybe they've matured. Maybe they're now coming back full circle, telling you what happened, maybe apologizing for their behavior, saying, I'm not that person anymore. Maybe they're saying, I'm getting a divorce, or I just had a divorce. I'm looking to the future, and I see you in it. Tell me about the Two of Cups. I'm not taking that. I don't like the way it came out. Clarify the Two of Cups, please. Clear, concise messages for my viewer. For Aquarius, for my viewer. Two of Cups. I wasn't happy, so I chose to leave. Quiet, Bindi. It's just the mailman. It's okay. It's like, do you still love me? Do you still think of me? Do you still... Is there a chance? I'm sorry I rejected you. I'm not that person anymore. I miss you. I've changed. You can trust me now. Maybe they weren't trustworthy before. Tell me about the Four of Cups over the Two of Cups. Clear, concise messages for Aquarius. I got to speed this up or we're never going to get through these. King of Wands. Eight of Wands. This person is... They're saying, I've made a decision. I'm taking action. I'm moving forward. I want a new beginning. Maybe it was unexpected. Maybe it was traumatic. Four of Pentacles. Maybe it cost them a lot of money. If it was a divorce, you know, maybe it left them... Maybe they're wondering if you're closed off. I mean, look at they really are inspired to start over again. New beginning. But I think it's sudden. I think they come in. You came in like a wrecking ball or something like that. And there's this, you know, this energy of being closed off, of protecting yourself. They're wondering if you'll reject them, or they're apologizing for rejecting you. It's like they're saying, I'm not that person anymore, but really, they've matured. I mean, they went from the Knight to the King. They have matured. Oh, and they're the Emperor, so yeah, there's been maturity here. But this person still burns bright. I mean, they've got fire in them somewhere. They've got a lot of fire. They could be an Aries, Leo, Aries, and what's the other one? Sagittarius. Don't have to be, but they definitely have passion, leadership qualities. Tell me about the Two of Swords. There's a decision here. There's a choice, an option. Can we take this into the future? Look, I want to bring it back around. You know, I'm trying to manifest a new beginning. Can we pick up where we left off? I miss you. We're looking at the future. We're talking about the future. There's a decision to be made about the future. And it's all about this Ace of Wands, Four of Wands. There's a lot of... Listen, I think this person just got divorced. And they're coming back around you to say they're sorry. You made me happy. You're the one. Can we start over again? I like the energy, but I think this person was a real dog in the past. Maybe a player, maybe tends to burn real bright and move real quick. And I'm going to look at their thoughts, feeling, intentions, and actions after we finish clarifying this. But this person definitely is giving you an option to start this over again. And it could be over dinner and drinks or in a friend situation, or maybe a run-in. Maybe you run into them at a local event, community event, or out and about. Tell me about the future potential here with this Eight of Cups. Why is the Eight of Cups here? Judgment. This person chose or is trying to choose. So what's judgment here? Judgment is, like, for me, as a reader, it's an epiphany, it's an aha, it's a wake-up call, it's a return of the past to the present with the potential of a future. Tell me about judgment over the Eight of Cups. Eight of Pentacles, again, for somebody, this has to do with them rebuilding their finances. They took a financial hit, a financial loss, or they left chasing a dream, chasing, you know, pretty women and money. And that was the decision. Turn off my alarm. Alexa, turn off my alarm. I got to wrap this up, guys. All right, we got to wrap this up. Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles. Clear, concise messages. Five of Pentacles. For some of you, this person took a financial loss getting divorced, and they've been working, trying to rebuild their stability, their security. And that's why now they're ready to come back around and talk to you. Or maybe they left you because they were kind of spontaneous, adventurous. They, you know, dated other women and pursued their financial. But in the future, they're feeling alone. They're feeling lonely. Or they're feeling sad, regretful. And they're bringing that cup. King of Cups. Ten of Swords. Can we put the past in the past? Can you forgive me for the past? This person's probably good looking, probably has lots of options, probably a bit spontaneous. But I mean, in the future, they're definitely bringing you a cup. And they're coming back around. See, Eight of Cups is I walk away from something or someone because I'm going after my ninth cup. And so maybe they're going through a divorce or trying to get a divorce or experiencing a divorce or needing to divorce. And they're feeling a little bit nostalgic. They're wanting to reconnect with you. And whether it happens intentionally because they reach out or it happens by accident, I think that it's bringing an opportunity for this person to tell you their story. Yeah, it's going to come out of the blue. Like, you're not going to know where it's coming from. And it's going to bring you clarity about the past. I mean, because I'm still not okay with this past. So maybe you're still not okay with this past. I'm a bit confused. Maybe you're still confused. Maybe this person coming back around is going to give you some kind of clarity. They realize that they make you happy. They're feeling bad about their choice. Oh my God, how did I get two of Swords in one deck? How did we do that? That's like magic, guys. It's a miracle. I don't even own 2 of these decks. I mean, that's literally amazing. I don't know how that happened. 2 of Swords in one deck? I mean, it's like, I'm choosing you. I want to invest. I want to work with this. I'm sorry. I feel horrible. I feel sad. I see your value. You make me happy. But it's going to come in unexpected. Maybe this is what you don't see coming. Maybe it starts off as friends and just conversation and an explanation that brings clarity. And it's going to come in sudden. And this person's going to tell you they miss you. They'd like to move this forward. If you'll let them. Tell me about the 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups. 10 of Swords, King of Cups. Yeah, I mean, this person, again, you could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or a fire sign, Leo, Sag, Aries. But this person, maybe you're married. Maybe they watched you. Maybe they learned that you're married. Oh my God, these neighbors. I don't know. I'm still confused about the past, and you might be too. And this person might be coming in to teach you what happened, to tell you what happened. And they're telling you, you know, I don't want this to be over. I want to renew this. I've got all these aces and this cup here, and it's all for you. And I want to tell you my story. You're my 2 of Cups. You're my 9 of Cups. You're the one I choose. Lots of communication, lots of texting. This is a renewal of energy. Tell me about the King of Cups. 9 of Cups. The Hierophant, the 2 of Cups, the 8. Look at everything keeps coming back around. This is somebody maybe with this Wheel of Fortune comes in and out with the Knight of Wands. You know, it's destiny. It's like every time you separate, somebody throws you back together. It's about needing closure, wanting closure, talking about closure. It's about ending a lesson, learning a lesson, making a commitment, seeing the truth. I don't know. You guys are going to have to tell me, because I am moving on now to this person's thoughts, feelings, intentions. I really wanted this to be just 45 minutes long, but it looks like it's going to be an hour anyhow. So I may not get to Pisces and Aries today. I may have to record on Sunday, which means you won't get your zodiac. Well, everybody else will get their zodiac, but 2 of you will have to wait till Sunday, which sucks because I really wanted to be on time. But I didn't decide to make these until last minute. So I'm doing pretty good, actually. I've been recording every day for 4 days. All right. I'm going to use this other deck. This is the Twin Flame Journey Tarot by Mystic Moon Oracles. If you know her, you know her. She's on YouTube. If you don't know her, go check her out. I'm not saying that this is a Twin Flame Journey. If it is, you know already or maybe Spirit's telling you. But, because I did see this, I feel like the Divine Masculine is fucking getting his shit together for a lot of us. Pardon my language. All right. Tell me, for Aquarius, or my viewer, doesn't matter, could be a cross watcher. For my viewer, what is their person thinking, feeling, their intentions, and their next action toward my viewer, please? Their thoughts when they think about you. Hanged Man, new perspectives. They're seeing something maybe for the first time about you. My heart's locked on you, always has been. You're the key. I'm hung up on you, but I'm seeing things differently. As I think about you, I see things differently. Heart space, Six of Swords again. Tranquility ahead. Can we fix this? Can we find peace with the past? Can we, reconcile? And of course, you have free will. You don't have to accept this person's apology, but I think you're going to get closure. I think you're going to get an aha, like what happened? Why did it happen? This person's ready to tell you. They're ready to speak their truth. Maybe they couldn't before. Tell me about their intentions. Nine of Cups. Satisfaction, wish fulfillment. Their intentions are they want what they want, and it seems like you're what they want. Tell me about their actions. Queen of Swords, sharp and assertive. Their actions, Six of Wands. Two of Swords. So they're still thinking. Everybody is still thinking. I hate it. But boy, is there's really movement happening here. I mean, I saw the Chariot. There's Four of Wands. This person's maybe still married, or maybe they're recognizing, Ace of Pentacles, that you are worth committing to. I just can't channel an hour message, guys. I don't know why. I struggle. Tell me about the Hanged Man. Why do they feel hung up on you? Again, there's the night. No. I feel Page energy. I don't know in this deck if it's the Knight or the Page of Cups. But this person's thinking about it. They're thinking about it. Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. They're absolutely in decision mode. And I think ultimately the choice is yours, and they know it. That's why they're hesitant. That's why they're waiting. Maybe they've already made you the offer. They're waiting for you to make up your mind. Maybe you're the one that needs to get divorced. Maybe they already got divorced. And now it's your turn. I don't know. Tell me about the Six of Cups. Six of Swords. Five of Pentacles. I'm sorry. I miss you. I abandoned you. Can I make it better? Can we make it better? There's that Page of Pentacles again. So this is the Knight of Cups. This is the Page. All right, tell me about the Nine of Cups. Queen of Swords again, two different decks. I did you wrong. You have every right to be angry with me. You have every right to hold me to a standard. I'm hearing I'm not the same person I was. Neither one of us. I need one more. Yeah, inner voice. This person has compared you to other people and found that nobody compares. Tell me about the Queen of Swords, Six of Wands. You've got the Knight of Swords, Ten of Swords, Ace of Cups, Ten of Wands. I'm telling you, somebody Something needs to change. King of Cups again. So I think that either, maybe this is the scenario. I'm still confused. So maybe you are too, because we've got Two of Swords still. But maybe for some of you, this was a long time ago and you went your separate ways. This person maybe abandoned you or made promises and left, or pursued their dreams, went off, you know, into the world. And I think they got married. I think they built a life for themselves. I think they've matured. I think that maybe they recently experienced a divorce or is in the midst of a divorce. And maybe you too. Maybe now they've, you know, bumped into you. You're sitting and talking and reminiscing and catching up, and they're bringing clarity and closure, telling you what happened, why they did what they did. And now maybe you could be married or in a committed marriage or in a committed situation, a living situation, or a long-term boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Because what I see here in the actions is, you know, I want to be victorious. Or maybe they see you as, you know, wow, she's smart, she's successful. But there's something going on here with the Ten of Swords and the Five of Swords. There's change that needs to happen. An ending that needs to happen for a new beginning. And it's really, really burdensome. It's been a while needing to change. Two of Cups, Eight of Wands. This is going to change very quickly. I think, so I don't know if you're going to get back with this person. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if you're going to choose them or they're going to choose you. The choice is on the table. Somebody's making a very solid offer. 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. But the thing is this is closure. This is closure. This can be closure. It may not be the end of this situation. This could be a new beginning with this person. But in order to have this new beginning, we have to heal the past. We have to talk about it. I need closure. I need clarity. I need to know, why did you leave? What did you leave for? And maybe you now have some commitments that you have to consider ending to be with this person. Listen, if it's not your reading, why are you still here? Okay? All right. Tell me, we're going to get you messages from your person. Messages from your person. I feel you even though we are apart. I think that's always been that way. I think both of you, when you're not together, you still think about each other. There's still an untold story. It's the never-ending story. There's no closure. This has not been there's no ending, definitive ending. You both feel each other even when you're not together. I'm becoming a better person. Finding out the truth crushed me. This person could have left and then returned and found out that you had moved on. My life is not as together as it seems. Nobody's is, by the way. You speak to me through music. We will be together again. I'm starting to understand our connection. Sometimes I stay awake thinking of you. I know I messed everything up. Damn. Damn. Messages for their person. Messages for their person. I never imagined so much perfection. 9 of Cups. I hope you'll wait for me. I think you did. Well, no, I don't think either one of you waited. I think you moved on with your lives, but I think your hearts waited. Wrongful advice. Somebody might have told them it was the best thing to do. I'm too afraid to talk to you. I have so much desire for you. Ace of Wands. 8 of Swords. I'm in so much pain. I am coming, trust. So yeah, if this person hasn't already brought that pentacle back, I think they have many times, actually. I think they've been in and out of your life. I think that you've had more than one turn with this person and them with you. If it's not your story, it's not your story, but it's what I'm picking up. And I think this person is planning a return. And you may already have moved on. All right, let's get you advice. I'd really like to say other storylines, but I'm kind of only getting this. Advice for my viewer. Advice for my viewer in May. Release. You have the ability to give over unwanted energies to the loving forces of the universe. Maybe there's forgiveness that needs to happen. Maybe you guys will get your closure. You'll get the story. You'll get an opportunity to choose. We have virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. Cause and effect. You are aware that the love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change and the foundation of your results. Evolution. I think this has evolved, both of you. And I think that you're both looking at cause and effect. Well, I did this and it caused this, and they did that and it caused this. It's very karmic in nature. I don't know if it's going to survive in the future. I think the choice is going to be yours. I mean, but there's definitely reunion energy. For some of you, it might be literal, like class reunions. Don't they usually come around in like May and June? Okay. Advice from my viewer. Gosh, we got 4 cards. We have food. What I eat fuels me. I eat the best foods accessible to me. I infuse my food with love and gratitude before eating. Visualizing the nutrients. Listen, I'm not even feeling food for you. Take it if it resonates. What I'm feeling is you are what you consume. And that's a lesson for you. Whatever that is. Okay. So we have conscious focus. What I focus on, I attract more of. Starting with today, I'll be more conscious of what I choose, because the choice is yours, to spend time speaking or thinking of. I will do more of the things that bring me joy and see as more of these things begin to effortlessly flow into my life. Again, this is about focusing on the positive. We have nurture. It's okay to want to stay home and take care of yourself. Be alone. You don't have to take this person. Infinite creativity. At any moment, I'm able to tap into the infinite source of energy and creativity within me. Unique ideas flow through me, each one capable of blossoming into beautiful emotions. And we have play at the bottom of the deck. I'm completely engaged in what I do. This is about forgiveness, is what it feels like. This is about forgiving yourself, forgiving them, finding closure, talking it out, making a choice. You know, maybe this is the one that got away and now they're coming back and you're like, nope, sorry, I'm already in a relationship and I'm happy. But this could be the opportunity of a lifetime for you to reconcile with somebody that you always thought you belonged with. But at the end of the day, for my viewer, the choice is yours. And I see you're going to get that choice and you're going to get that closure. You're going to get that story. You're going to get an opportunity. All right. Divine timing, sacred soul timing. Remember, timing is fluid. It doesn't really exist. So take it with a grain of salt. It's just a suggestion of the timeline you might possibly currently be on, but they can shift like sand constantly. So take what resonates, leave what don't. I'm going to look at timing for this relationship or this closure or this whatever. Taurus time, April to May. So right now, evolving. In Taurus time is when it's evolving. What you want changes as you get more experience. Growth cycles, leveling up. This you had happening now. I told you, it's happening now. Good luck, guys. I love you. I hope this resonates. Drop me a comment. Let me know. Because it was very, very decisive. I couldn't have spun it any other way. Or at least it didn't feel like it. So let me know if it's your story. All right. And I'll see you next month. Namaste.